how we've actually got to run the programme here in Blackpool. Today is very much about all the young people who've completed the programme, and they've been working on the confidence, the time management, overcoming barriers, working on self-esteem, and they're working towards everything that they've been doing throughout the programme is all about the national recognised qualification from the Prince's Trust Certificate in Employment, Teamwork and Community Skills. Each and every one of these young people will be looking for something beyond the programme, and they've all identified what they want to do next. So they'll be looking for further education, training, volunteering and employment opportunities. So please, if you know of any, especially employment opportunities that may be relevant, please let us know. I just want you to appreciate as well how difficult it is for some young people to actually stand up in front of an audience when they may have not done that in the past. And they'll be quite nervous, some people will be quite nervous, so just want you to appreciate that. Just want to tell you a little bit about groundwork. Okay, our motto is changing places and changing lives, and we work in different areas. How do we do it? So what we do, we help people and organisations make changes in order to create better neighbourhoods, to build skills and job prospects, and to live and work in a greener way. Okay, so how do we describe it? We work in 5 different areas: improving open spaces, so that may be with land improvement work, community development, working with local communities, greener living and working, young people development, very much about part of what we do with Prince's Trust and other programmes that we deliver as well, and skills, training and employment. Okay, Groundwork's actually been operating in Blackpool for 12 years since 2000. Currently, throughout our delivery area, which includes the Wigan area, Preston, Blackpool, and we are also doing some work in Merseyside as well. We employ around 70 people, but we have lots of volunteers as well. Partnership is very important to Groundwork, and without partnerships we wouldn't be able to do what we actually do. Blackpool Council and other organisations have helped us to deliver projects in your area. We also work with other partners and placement providers. Rob and his team at Connections, lots of various other organisations have been involved so far with this particular team. We have been doing some work in Blackpool on a project called Grow Blackpool, which is working with local communities, improving physical and mental health through working on allotments. And if you want to know a little bit more about any of the other programmes that we're running, please come and say hello later on. We've also been running the Young People's Friendly Neighbourhood programme in Blackpool as well, on the South Shore, supporting young people and involving young people in their community and developing their skills. On the Employment and Skills department, we have lots of other programmes that we've been engaged in. Future Job Skills was a government-funded initiative to help young people to gain employment for 6-month contracts. About 25% of those young people, we engaged with over 300 young people, helping them to get jobs. 25% of those sustained full-time employment beyond that. Green Energizers programme is about young people getting a horticulture qualification, and they do their qualification doing hands-on practical skills. Enterprise coaching, moving on, of course the Prince's Trust programme. You can just click on Adam, thank you. Breakthrough Programme, which is a programme for young people 14 to 16-year-olds who've either been excluded or on the verge of exclusion from school. We've been engaged with the work programme, Into Work, lots of volunteering, and one of the other programmes, which is a new one that we've currently just started, is the Youth Contract, and that's engaging with young people 16 to 17, helping them to identify what they want to do, choosing the right programmes for them if it's training that they want to do, and helping to mentor them for up to 12 months. So, and we are working in the Blackpool area along with Bernardo's on that programme as well. So, as I said, today is very much about all these young people and what they've achieved. They'll be telling you the different stages throughout the programme. But just before we hand over to the young people, I just want to introduce you to Russell Brady from the Prince's Trust, and he's just going to tell you a little bit more about the Prince's Trust itself. Thank you.
Good afternoon. I'm not really going to tell you that much about the Prince's Trust, to be honest, because really it is about Team Blackpool 1. If you want to find out more about the Prince's Trust, then you can just go onto our website, it's quite good. Really today is about the team, and I fully believe that whenever I attend a presentation, it's about talking about what they've achieved throughout the 12 weeks. I've been quite fortunate. I've met the team members on a couple of occasions. One occasion I actually saw the community project that they completed for Bernardo's, and it's important that you remember that the programme is not just about their own self-gain, it's also about a huge contribution they make in the community to help others, and that's the theme that goes right throughout the 12 weeks. Also I met the team members when I came along to talk to them about other Prince's Trust programmes that they may want to access in the future, and a mixture of helping them into education through grants, short courses, or even self-employment. I've done a session with them, and obviously I'm here today. I think it's important that you remember that it's 12 weeks of their lives that they're dedicated purely voluntary, and it is a very challenging programme. And I think to prove that, I know I've got social work students in the audience. As part of their degree, they will do an 80 or 100-day placement with the team programme, because they can see the value it brings to them. And also from time to time we have employed participants whose employers pay a fee, quite a substantial fee, for them to participate in 20 days, which is spread out over 12 weeks. So it's not just for 16 to 25-year-olds who are currently unemployed or not in education or training. It's actually for employed people too, and degree students. So to me that clearly says that it's a programme that can help develop and benefit pretty much anyone, regardless of your age or your status. Like Viv said, the presentation is trying to encompass a few different things. One is about everyone sitting here acknowledging and respecting what the team have achieved, not only as a team but also as individuals over the last 12 weeks. But it's also meant to be that final challenge before the closure of the programme. Some of them may have done public speaking. I guarantee you some of them have never done public speaking, and for them to get up, write a speech, talk about the highs, the lows, where they were at, where they are now, and where they plan to go in the future, is quite a difficult task indeed to do. So I'm not going to really talk anymore. I'd just like to say congratulations, Blackpool Team 1. You've made history, being the first team by groundwork in Blackpool. Thanks to all the staff. I know it's been difficult for them, new territory. Done a very, very good job. And once again, thank you very much everyone for attending. Well done to you, good luck.
Hiya, I'm Kerry, and this is the first Prince's Trust team that I've done, so it's extra special for me, and it's been an absolute pleasure. We've had our ups and downs, but I think we can all say we've had a blast over the last 12 weeks. And I'd like to thank Adam and the other groundwork staff for teaching me the ropes and helping me along the way. These young people have achieved so much over the last 12 weeks, and I'm extremely proud of them. And I think that when they've all put their heads together, they've proved that they can really get some great stuff done. I'd like to thank all of the people who've helped us as well, the volunteers, the people who've provided us with a work placement, things like that. And I've seen a change in all the team over the last 12 weeks, especially some of the ones who were really quiet in the first few weeks, like little Jordan couldn't even talk in front of the team in week 1, and now he's going to go up on that stage and show you all what he's been up to. And other Jordan was very loud in week 1, and he's now toned himself down a little bit. Very nice. And I'd like to introduce you all now to Blackpool Team 1.
Hi, my name's Chris. I'd like to thank you all for coming today for our final presentation. For those of you that don't know much about exactly what the Prince's Trust is and what we've been doing over the past 12 weeks, we've put together this presentation to show to you and explain the work we've done. After I finish my bit, I'll pass you on to the rest of the team and they'll come up and talk about different aspects of the course. Sadly, a few people can't be with us today, but the rest of us are going to fill in their bits. My role in the course has been team leader for the most part, and I've been responsible for keeping the group organised and responsible and motivated. This has been very difficult at times, but rewarding as well. I wasn't expecting when I signed up to the Prince's Trust to have a role like team leader. I suppose that's one of the many benefits of the course, showing yourself that you've got skills that you do recognise as important before. As to be expected, the first week was a bit of a struggle as we got to know each other and create a starting point for the friendships that we would later on develop. We started the week with plenty of energiser games, we took it pretty easy. We had a presentation on Tuesday about food hygiene, which was followed by our level 2 food hygiene test, gaining the first of our many qualifications on the course. By Wednesday we knew each other a bit better, but sadly got introduced to our folder, and all the paperwork we would have to complete. The following week we'll be going to Wales on our residential course, so we started planning for it on the Thursday. We sorted out a shopping list for all the 5 days we were going away. By the end of the week we had planned and prepared as best as we could. Thank you very much.
Week 2 was when we all had to pull together as a team. We had a week of team building at Open Adventure. This is a fantastic place if you're an adrenaline junkie. It is a week of fun, frights and laughs.
Turn it on.
Oh, it's on. For example,
Working.
our nasty instructor spoke about old leftover dynamite while we were caving and told us to watch our step. And they set up a fake band making most of us jump. It's led to me running around and kids singing rhymes. My favourite activity was probably leap of faith, which involved jumping from the treetops and catching a trapeze. And my scariest activity was abseiling because I lost my button. I think the whole week was brilliant because we got to try new things and connected in the team. When you spend 5 days with someone, you usually get to know them. The week felt like we were in a whole new world, and I wish we got from all the activities was liberating. We faced our fears and got very muddy, especially on the last day. It was a timed obstacle course and got stuck in a big muddy swamp. We also might have lost our shoes trying to escape. It felt like we just sunk into wet, sticky quicksand. We had a great 5 days and nights, and I'd like to suggest making the last night memorable, even if we're being bad girls. You made us have a laugh and showed us you can still be awesome even when stuck in the wet, muddy swamp. At the end of that week, I felt refreshed and like I'd accomplished something. I think we all did. I'd like to close my speech with a poem and another activity that I enjoyed last night with my kids. We hide our eyes and look to surprise. Follow a clap for surprise and track. The leader can see, so safe journeys to be. Dark hair, white smile, and loud clapping jazz. The journey will slowly pass. In a blur of hands, dark fills righteousness, clapping sounds. With nature all around, the Aqua team walks. To a rhythm of claps, the Aqua team walks. The night night. May your covered journey be divine. Let us walk the night. Thank you for listening.
Hi. In week 3 we reviewed residential week. After Resi we wanted to go back. We really enjoyed Resi as we did plenty of fun things and some people conquered their fears. In week 3, we gained qualifications in first aid and health and safety. We began to plan our community project at Bernardo's garden. We planned a visit and planned what we were going to do and how we were going to make the garden look. Thank you.
I'm Chris and I'm talking about the community project that we did. We chose to do it at Bernardo's from a group discussion, just because it was local and it was for children as well. Now the garden, it was really messy, overgrown weeds, there was rusty cans and broken grass. The whole team put in a lot of effort to turn it around. John is unfortunately not with us today. He rang around companies and got a wood chip donated from Mark Gardner. Adam borrowed tools from Groundworks and Jordan ran the Gazette. We got a skip free of charge from Owen Bailey's. The community project overall went really well. Everyone turned up every day in the freezing cold and worked really hard.
Hi there, my name is Rachel Jackson and I'm going to be talking about week 6 of the presentation course, the Princess Trust course. This week was all about planning for the mid-team presentation and planning for work placements. We did the presentation in groups and myself and Paige. And what we did in week 1, which seems like such a long time ago. Ron Flowers came in this week to talk about weapons and knife crimes. He brought in lots of different weapons and showed us video clips of crimes that had been committed using knives. It wasn't very nice to see, but it did show us the dangers of our weapons. We were also in the final stages planning for our work placements. This wasn't long off at all. After we had run through our mid-team presentations and we were all happy with it, we then presented in front of Vicky from Helping Hands, Viv, Amy and Sarah from Groundwork, also the rest of the team. Duke's presentation really helped us out for today because we knew what to expect and how to overcome it. Thank you.
Hi guys, I'm Becky. Yeah, basically everyone had to arrange somewhere to go and work for 2 weeks. This is week 7 and 8 by the way. Moved for a minimum of 16 hours. I really wanted to go and work in an animal rescue centre like the RSPCA, but it was too far for me to travel. I didn't think that I'd be able to work with animals and thought that I'd end up doing something rubbish like working in a cafe. But luckily I was looking around for me and found me a placement at Agreemers. It wasn't quite what I wanted to do, but I was still really grateful for the experience. Vicky and all her staff were all really friendly and I enjoyed working there with them. Working at Dogs Allowed has helped me to realise that I definitely want to work with animals. I'm considering going back to volunteer in the new year. If Vicky will let me, as the experience will help me out a lot later on. Yeah.
Hi everyone, I'm Jordan. I'm here to speak to you about week 9, Next Steps week. On Monday, Adam and Kerry gave us a CV booklet, and it was very helpful to us, some more than others, because I myself didn't have one. We all thought it would be good to update existing CVs or create new ones, so that we could get one typed up and send out to our potential employers. The next day was extremely helpful as 3 people came in from the RBS to help us with writing applications, CVs and more importantly, interview skills, ready for our mock interviews on Thursday. They travelled as far as Glasgow to deliver a session to us. It was really appreciated. On Wednesday we went to Connections to apply for some jobs and found out what services were available for 16 to 24 year olds. They told us if we needed any more support they could offer us a personal advisor. On Thursday I chose to have my mock interview early in the morning because that is when I am most productive. Before the interview started, I had to get dressed into smart clothing. The interview came when I was being interviewed for a job as a car mechanic. As I know a lot about cars, Gemma, our volunteer, and Ian from Princess Trust came in to conduct the interview. I think my interview went well, and I'm sure Gemma will tell you what great feedback she gave me. On Friday, outside agencies came in to see us and told us about what they do and what they can offer us. My boss Sam from Work Experience came in to tell us about what Excellent UK do and his own 12-week course that he is going to be running next year, which sounded interesting. Also, Steve from InTraining told us about apprenticeships and helped us to think about what we want to do. Sheila from Training 2000 told us about a pre-military course they are offering. Roberta from Blackpool Build-Up came in with some of her colleagues from Blackpool and Fowle College to tell us about careers in construction and other new courses they are offering. Phil and Marlon from North Lancs Training Group told us about the Foundation Learning Programme they are running. Russell from the Prince's Trust was with us all day and told us about a grant we can get to help us to do a short course, or if we needed money for interview course. I really enjoyed this day because it gave me some ideas about what I can do now that the Prince's Trust course has finished its roller coaster ride. Thanks for listening.
Hi, I'm Jess, and in week 10 we planned a fundraiser for a charity. We all got together and started to discuss what charity we'd like to fundraise for. At first we had the idea of going into a children's home, but nobody got back to us, so when we came up with another plan to go into Brian House, they got back to us that day. We started to plan what we were going to do for it, and we decided that we were going to go to local businesses asking for donations to buy a present for the children at the charity. The first day we went in, we split into two teams, and we went onto the Whitegate Drive. We took one side of the road each, going into shops to ask for donations. We did this for most of the week and ended up just under £200 for some other vouchers, which for different things, like £10 voucher for lobster pot, a free oil and polish at a salon, a photo shoot at a studio, a £20 cheque for the accountants at Whitegate Drive. On Tuesday, we went as a team to buy the presents for the children. We started off at the Early Learning Centre and finished off at Poundland. We came in the next day to wrap up all the presents and label them, so we knew which presents were for who. This took longer than we expected, as some of us were not as good as wrapping as others. Friday was the day we went to visit the children at Brian House. We had been working so hard for the past 2 weeks raising money and buying presents, as well as other things for the charity. We started the day by doing farm work and talking about the visit. In the afternoon, we got ready to set off. We were all a bit nervous about the things that we were going to see, and we all thought that it was going to be sad and gloomy inside the building. But when we got there, we soon realised that it was totally opposite. As we walked in, everyone was smiling, happy and really friendly. We were led into a room full of blue lights and lots of interesting things on the wall. It was so modern, any child would love this room. Sue explained what happened at Brian House and the work that they did, and asked us if we'd like a tour of the building. She showed us this cube-shaped toy that had different colours on each side that was on the floor in the room, and explained if we pressed one of the colours on the cube, it would change the lights. We waited a few minutes in the room while Sue sorted a few things out. When Sue came back, we were given a tour of the building, finding out every detail about what Brian House did. At the end of the tour, we got to meet a few of the children. They were all really amazing, and we got to play with them and give them toys and presents. This trip to Brian's house has been really good, but we found out that all the wonderful things that the charity do for the children only rely on donations, as the government will not provide funding for them. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Jordan, and I'm talking about the last few weeks of the course, mainly concentrated on finishing all the firework, and to be honest, I'm glad to see the back of it. We had a really nice cake day on Monday, stuffing our faces with cake and crisps while chatting away, doing the firework. Tuesday was pretty much the same, just finishing off the firework, but apart from that, it was without a cake. But we start chatting and helping each other start our presentation speeches. We were all getting nervous now on Wednesday, thinking who will cry, all our best friends on Kedda. Wednesday, well, what can I say, we're all very nervous now finishing our speeches, typing them up, practicing in front of each other, even now speaking in front of only a few people, so it's scared of. It's now Thursday and I'm stood before all of you reading this script, which before the Prince's Trust, not a lot of us will be able to do it. Thanks for listening. I'm talking about our personal experiences.
It's my turn to tell you about my personal experience on the course and how much I have developed not only socially but in the qualifications and experience I can bring to a workplace. Before the course I was basically a lost cause. I had no prospects and was technically a recovering alcoholic. I had recently moved from Preston to Blackpool in the hope of a fresh start, and what I found was the Prince's Trust. Many of my friends had previously completed the course in Preston, so I had an idea of what the course consisted of. My expectations were nothing compared to the reality of what the Prince's does for young people. If you are willing to get up off your arse and dedicate yourself to improving your education and life skills over a 12-week course, then believe me when I say you won't regret it. If it wasn't for my advisor at the job centre asking if I was interested in the Prince's Trust, I never would have had this opportunity. I'd like to thank all the staff at Groundwork, especially Adam Glover for keeping the team motivated, and Wilkie for keeping us all laughing about the stressful parts of the course, Gemma Ford for being constantly supportive and helping us all, also Dan for staying down to earth and having a laugh with us. I'd like to thank all my family and my friends for being there for me throughout the course, and most importantly a massive thank you to the entire team for making the past 12 weeks memorable and enjoyable. Thank you very much.
Hey guys, I'm Carl. Well, you already know who I am. This is my personal speech on what to share with you all. I hope you like it. Before the Prince's Trust, I was doing very little with my life. I felt like I was stuck on the same step of my staircase. Then I was introduced to the Prince's Trust by the job centre. It simply sounded amazing. The day before was a day where I wanted something great to come along. Next thing I knew, I was sat in a circle. I had no idea of the brilliant and eventful 12 weeks that were just ahead. I also didn't realise how fast it would pass by. It doesn't seem that long ago since I started, and now here I am on stage talking to you all. The highlight of 12 weeks was a week of residential where I had a week of adventure, but each week has given me memories that I will treasure. I think this has been great for us all, it helps people be more. When we held two charities and helped our face our fears of residential, it made us feel a sense of achievement. Everything we did at Prince's Trust to be able to make real to work as a team. It also helps us to shine as individuals. This programme has helped me a lot by enabling me to do things not just for myself but for others. I would like to finish by saying a big thank you to Adam, Kerry, Gemma and everyone on the team for your support, and I wish you all the best for the future.
Hi, I'm Paige. Before the Prince's Trust course, my life was going nowhere. My mum kept telling me to get a job or get back into education, so I went to Connections and instantly recognised Kerry. I knew Kerry from a previous experience. She called me over and told me about 12 weeks ago the Prince's Trust were running. She thought it would be a good experience for me and wanted me to go along to the open day. I was unsure at going at first. I felt really scared to meet new people, but I overcame my fears and went. We started the day by playing icebreaker games. I thought it was a little childish, but it helped me get to know people. Being on the course has helped me with a lot of things. It has helped me with my confidence. It has given me experience of working. Helped me write a CV to help when applying for work. It has also helped me meet new people and figure out what I want to do once the course has finished. I have really enjoyed the past 12 weeks. The best part was the week-long residential in week 2. We all got to know each other well and we all had a laugh. My least favourite part of the course was the firework. We had to do it though. I would like to thank Adam, Kerry and Gemma who have helped me over the past 12 weeks. Hopefully with their help I can now find a job and find a career in an area I am really interested in. Thank you.
Hello again. The Prince's Trust course has opened up many different career options for me. I've learned how to do an effective job search and how to sell my attributes on an application form and an interview. The course leaders were great, easy to talk to, motivated and really genuinely good people. Now, I've enjoyed the whole course. The biggest experience for me is probably standing on this stage right now, giving a presentation to an audience. But don't worry, we're about halfway through now. Yeah, I think the Prince's Trust course is a brilliant thing for young people who are not sure which career route to take. There is a lot of support in the course, it's really good for young people.
Hello again everyone. Before I started the Princess Trust course, I did have many opportunities going for me. I thought I would never be able to get into the career I wanted to do, which is hairdressing. And I didn't know how to go about it, and I thought I would never have achieved anything. I told my advisor at the job centre I wanted to go on a course, and he told me to pop into the library and have a look at the careers opening day. I saw the Princess Trust course there, so I signed up for it, and it was then my life changed for the better. A week later, I got a phone call from Adam Clover telling me about the course I wanted to go on, and he told me what it was all about. If I would like to go on the Princess Trust course, so I said yes. He told me to go to instruction day, but I was a bit nervous about meeting new people. Then the start of the course finally came round, but when I got there, I enjoyed myself the first day, getting to know everyone. And I realised then I didn't need to be nervous. It's now 12 weeks later and I'm stood here on the stage in front of all of you to talk about how I got here, my personal experiences on this course. Funny enough, I started a previous British Trust course with the fire service about 2 years ago. But unfortunately I did manage to finish that course as it probably wasn't right for me at that time. So when I decided to give it another go with groundwork, with the right amount of support around me, I finally managed to complete the full 12 weeks, which I'm really proud of. This is all down to Kerry, Rudkin and Adam Clover and John Ford and all the staff at Groundwork. If I'd never met them, I wouldn't be here today reading to all of you. Give me confidence. I'm happy myself and the strength I have today to achieve more is all there. So I would like to thank you all for helping me these 12 weeks. It has changed my life for the better. Thank you.
I've really enjoyed my time on the Princess Trust course. It has been a good experience because I've got to meet a lot of people from different backgrounds. Out of the whole course, I probably enjoyed residential the most. Even though it was cold and wet, everybody had a good time and it was a really good week. Coming on this course has been really good for me as it has gave me something to do instead of just sitting in all day. It has gave my days some purpose and I actually appreciate the weekends now. I am also starting night courses for my maths in January and wouldn't have known about them if it wasn't for people coming in to speak to us. I would like to thank Adam, Kerry and Gemma for sticking with us these whole 12 weeks. It can't have been easy. Thanks for listening.
I am Jordan, and this is my personal experience. Before I started the Princess Trust course, I was just like any other 16-year-old that didn't want to be employed. Then I went to Connections and I saw the Princess Trust sign. I thought, you know what, I am going to do this 12-week course, and I'm actually going to achieve something for once in my life. As I started, I thought I am never going to fit in, but as the weeks progressed, I was more confident and started to come out of my shell a bit more. And now, week 12, I have achieved so much and become more aware about what I need to start doing. I need to get off my backside and get doing something productive in my life, instead of being a nobody at home playing my Xbox. I have realised this because of all the help and support I have got of Kerry and Adam throughout the 12 weeks, and I am very much grateful for all their help, and I would like to wish them the best possible future. I would also like to thank Gemma and Dan, our volunteers, for everything they have done for us as well. I am still not sure about Gemma though. After 12 weeks she has changed for the worse around us. She's a lovely woman. Dan, I haven't known you for long, but you have always helped us when we needed it the most. Adam, at first I thought you was going to be a right arse with us. but you weren't the soundest person I've ever met and ever probably will meet. I would like to say thank you for everything you have done for me as an individual and us as a team. Kerry, you're a very lovely woman. It's a shame I never got that date I asked for. I could settle for a no off you. Well, it's just you. Because, well, it's just you, Kerry. Your boyfriend is a very lucky guy and I hope he knows that. If he ever hurt you. I still think you and Adam should get together. It's actually a chance waiting to happen. So I'd like to say a big thank you from me and hopefully the team as well. I hope you feel the same about what I am saying to you. So a big thank you to Kerry, Adam, Gemma and Dan for everything they have done for us. And I know we haven't been the easiest route, but I hope we have been your best one. And I hope you all have an amazing Christmas and a new year if we make it through this presentation. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Jessica. Before the Princess Trust, I was just a single mum with not many opportunities going for me. I thought I would never be able to get into the career that I wanted to, or I'd never achieve anything other than being a mum to my little girl Imogen. As a routine appointment at the job centre, my advisor asked me if I would be interested in joining the Princess Trust course. It was then that my life was about to change. I met Adam Glover for the first time. Adam told me about the course and what it was all about. He asked me if I would like to go along to the induction day. At first, I was very nervous about coming along, as I didn't know anyone, and I was very nervous about meeting new people. I even thought about not going because of this. Luckily, I managed to pluck up the courage to go and face my fears. I enjoyed the first day of getting to know people, and I'm glad that I turned up, as it wasn't anywhere as bad as I thought it was going to be. 12 weeks later, and I am now here, stood in front on the stage in front of you all, talking about my experience on this course. This course has helped me get into a youth course, and I'll now be working with youths in my future. I am also going to be helping out on the next Princess Trust course. All this would not have been possible without 3 amazing people that have helped me become much more confident, happy within myself, and the strength that I have today. So I'd like to thank you all for changing my life and making it better and helping me achieve my potential. So thank you, Gemma Thorpe, Kerry Wilkie, and at last but not least, the amazing Adam Glover and Dan.
Just wanted to tell you, when I first heard of the Princess Trust course, I wasn't really interested, but was heavily convinced by the gorgeous Cara and the slightly risky Adam. I went to the open day and only saw one familiar person. I felt out of place and thought, you know what, it's just been me and enjoying my personal experiences, and they have been indescribable. The team at Princess Trust course have shown me that I don't need to be nervous and anxious, and I should just let things go, which at week 1 looked impossible. But over the 12 weeks, this task become almost second nature. I've met some great people on the course, and I hope they all achieve what they wish that week 1 was turned to reality past week 12. And it'll take everything I've learned and apply it to everyday life. And I want to thank Adam, Kerry, Gemma and Dan for not giving up on me. Thank you for listening.
Okay, Gemma, do you want to do more? Just going to round it all up. I'll say it at the end, but Gemma just wants to give you a view of the 12 weeks and then we'll look at myself and Kerry around it.
Ladies and gentlemen, although the past 12 weeks have been a challenge, the rewards have made the experience really enjoyable. Volunteering on this programme has opened my eyes to how we can help young people realise their potential and set goals for a better future. Working with these young people has inspired me to go forward to help more young people to change their lives for the better and give help and support where possible. It has been great to see how everyone has worked together over the various activities, in particular the community project, renovating the garden at the local Bernardo's office. Seeing how much the team has changed has made the effort worthwhile. Seeing them progress from shy, demotivated young people to confident, independent, focused adults has filled me with pride. I have thoroughly enjoyed the experience and I'm grateful for this amazing opportunity. I look forward to working with future teams and future challenges. I would like to thank Adam and Kerry for believing in me and all their help and support through the last 12 weeks. I only hope that one day I can become as successful and knowledgeable as they are. Lastly, I would like to express how truly proud I am of each member of the team. They have made the last 12 weeks such a memorable experience. I wish every one of you a happy, successful future and hope you all venture out and fulfill your potential. Thank you.
A fantastic presentation. I'd just like another round of applause for it. I mean, before we're going to do a best of the rest after we've done our little speeches and guys all the photos throughout the 12 weeks which they haven't seen yet. So it's a nice little surprise from us as well that we've collated that. What a 12 weeks. I've got to be honest, I'm not a Blackpool lad. I'm from St Helens. So when I come up here, I was a bit like a duck out of water. Once we got the team together, got everyone there, you know, everyone was such, nervous wrecks, which is normal for the Prince's Trust. But we have had lots and lots of ups and downs, more than any other team. I must say, it has been one of the most challenging teams, but equally the most rewarding team for me. So it has been, it's one of the most enjoyable teams I've worked with, which I've told Kerry about as well. There's been so much change from the beginning of the programme with a lot of individuals to what you're actually seeing now. There's no way little Jordan would have stood up there and done that. Not a chance he would have done that week 1. Even week 6 he pretended he was ill. Yeah, got his mum to call in sick as well. So he's been practising and practising. Rachel, confidence has gone absolutely through the roof. Everyone as a whole is just changed in so many different ways. I mean, Chris has talked about not being a team leader. He was in the front of the Gazette newspaper in a right positive light as the team leader of Bernardo's Community Project. Absolutely fantastic to see, and good to see that young people in Blackpool, instead of getting bad press, are also getting good press, hence why we're here today at the Oracle. I would just like to say, on behalf of me as well, thank you, all you guys, for putting in so much effort, because if you don't put the effort into the Prince's Trust, we always say, you'll never get anything out. And what you put in, we put in equally to match that as well. And I'd like to thank all of Groundwork, the Prince's Trust as well, the fire service and all our other providers as well, just for helping us out along the programme, because it is really difficult. And more partnerships and more friendships we can make through the Prince's Trust rolling on going forward, it will make it much easier for us, but also give better opportunities for young people in Blackpool as well. So I'd just like to say thank you very much. Thank you very much. Can I just say we've got Sam Smith here from Excellent UK as well. He's just going to stand up and just give a bit of a spiel of Excellent UK and what they're all about, because Sam was one of our work placement providers and he helped us out massively, and going forward we're going to be helping him as well.
Thanks, Alan. Thank you. Yeah, we got involved with the thanks to Adam and Kerry and to Colin. We got involved with Jordan. He enjoyed his short time with us. Build his confidence. He was good with customers, speaking to the customers, and working as a team the time he was there. But going forward, we want to also offer to be able to give opportunities to these young people as well. So I'd like to, to contact me to sit down with them one-to-one and discuss further job opportunities and work experience opportunities, whatever you want to do in any chosen industry. We've got a lot of opportunities for you. So I want to, just to see if you want to get in touch with me, have a one-to-one, just share, our successes and what plans we've got, and before you make any commitments to anything else you do. But I'd say well done to you all as well. Well done.
Presentation now, so if you guys can all come and have a look, we're just going to show some pictures of the town west.
front, please. Steve's the chairman of the Federation of Small Businesses in Blackpool. Is that right, Steve? Got it all in one this time. All right, just a round of applause for Steve. Just give him a bit of
Tell you what, can I just ask a question before I start? I'm only going to talk for a couple of minutes. Could somebody define to me what the meaning of the word success is? Pardon? That's great answer, I looked it up in a dictionary before I come. Because I wondered how would you define success against someone, who's never achieved anything. And basically success is setting a goal or an objective and meeting it and doing it. Saying what you're going to do and doing what you say and finishing something. Being reliable. And you guys, look at the word success today. It's these guys and girls here. Because they did what they were going to do, they've achieved it, they've stepped out of the comfort zone, and they'll never ever be anything other than a success. Because they've done it now, they've set the benchmark. So wherever they go in life from now, you've set the benchmark and you've got to beat it. It's as simple as that. As Adam just mentioned, I'm chairman of the Federation of Small Businesses. I represent 1,000 businesses across the Fylde coast, Blackpool Fylde line. I've been chairman for 17 years. But I left school at 16 with no qualifications. I left a school that was more like a borstal than a school. Right? I come from a broken home. And my future, according to the statistics, was that there's nothing down for me. All the people I grew up with, a lot of my friends, are either dead or in jail through drugs, drink, and various other things. So there's only a few of us left that survived that living on the council estate. So despite all these statistics that people sort of tell you about, beat you over the head with, there's another story within the statistics, and that is I was never ever going to let whatever's life's thrown at me beat me. So what I did was, I didn't want to go down that path, because you only live once, you only get one shot at the title. So you've got to do your best, and what you've got to be is reliable, honest, truthful, and do what you say. If you follow those characteristics, people will talk to you. And I'll tell you another one as well, smile more. Because if you walk up to somebody and you've got a growl on your face, people are going to step back like that. If you've got a smile, show you're friendly, and you want to help people, go out your way, like you were doing work experience. You were doing things, you weren't getting paid for it, but you were motivated to go and do it, and you all enjoyed it, with a smile on your face. And that's what life's all about, have a smile on your face, find something you want to do and enjoy it. You guys are successes today, and every credit to you. Anybody who wants any help, any support, or I've got my contact details there through Adam or whoever, through Granwitz. I will endeavour to try and help you. Just to let you know, you're being filmed today. We've set up, myself and John, the cameraman at the back, my business partner, we've set up a TV channel for Blackpool to show the positive side of Blackpool. It's called onblackpool.tv. Check it out. It's community, business, charities, showing the positive side of what Blackpool can do, what it can achieve, what people can do. You guys show some presentation skills today, and if you want to go and feature on that TV channel, do some interviews or whatever, feel free. But have a chat with us after, or I'll come back to them, and I'll have a chat with them in the new year or whatever. But there's a great future ahead of everybody on this planet. It's just how you're going to apply yourself. And it doesn't matter what life throws at you, you can overcome it. And there's no excuse. You can find every excuse in the book to use for not getting out of bed, for not doing this, for not turning up, for whatever. When you've done that and overcome those motivations, and you carry on doing it, then you can achieve whatever you like. I forgot to mention, I'm married with 7 kids. Me and my wife. I don't know if I'm a good Catholic or a sloppy Protestant. We've 7 kids, and me and the wife had to work opposite shifts for years and never got a telly. after the 7th. But all I'm saying to you is, there is another way, and you can be, you're a success today. Don't ever take that away from yourselves. You've set that benchmark, you know, don't go below it. You've set that bar up. And if anybody wants any, you know, words of advice, or you want to contact me for any help whatsoever, just give us a ring through, or email or call me, give us a shout, or come and see us, and we'll try and do whatever we can to help you progress a bit further on. And tell your friends that you're a success. Tell everyone you know you're a success. The people in here know you're a success. So spread the gospel and start enthusing and helping them. You mentor your friends. Because the final thing I'll finish with, we are who we are by imitation. If you hang around with idiots and act the idiot, you will be that village idiot. If you hang around with people that are a success, then they want to emulate you. They want to copy you. They want to be you. And that's all I'm going to say. Thanks very much for welcoming me.
I'm going to do this certificate handout now, okay? So as Kerry pointed out, we'll just give the guys a round of applause and they're just going to receive their qualifications that they gained over the 12 weeks.
Are you photographing them here or?
Yeah.
Christopher Lambert.
All the support staff back at Wigan office, Sarah who helps out with the files, Amy who helps out with all the paperwork, Adrian who helps out with all the media, Danny up there who's been our student work placement. Without all of those people, this wouldn't have been a successful team. So I'm very proud to say from groundwork that they've done a fantastic job. So thank you very much to them all.
That's the end of the presentation, so thank you very much for all coming. Thank you guys. If you want to get a tea, a coffee or a biscuit or a juice, please do so. Thank you very much.